Good afternoon, welcome to the Perkins Garage's YouTube channel for a Ford Mondeo estate walk around video. But before we do get started, if you do enjoy the Perkins Garage's content, hit the subscribe button and never miss a minute of me ever again. That is exciting. This here is a lucid red Ford Mondeo estate HEV VEHCILE. So that is a hybrid electrical vehicle. And what that means is we have a small capacity kilowatt battery in the back that works in tandem with the 2-litre TiVCT engine, and that gives you some amazing MPG. The powertrain, that is a TiVCT engine producing 187 PS of power, and that is then transmitted through the front wheels in an automatic gearbox. The vehicle is registered on a 2022 registration, meaning we take Ford warranty with us until March 2025. The vehicle itself has done just under 4,000 miles, but like always, I'll get the exact mileage once we're on the dash in a moment. So please sit tight, because this is possibly the best spec vehicle I think I've ever seen. So we're going to take you around it, and we're going to show you how beautiful it is, and I'm going to try and highlight all of the amazing specification. So you're in for a ride today. Okay, motor central locking out of my pocket, click on the unlock button, and that wakes up the daytime running lamps. A quick disclaimer, they're going to be flashing in your video simply because the frequency in which my camera records at. But let me assure you, in real life, they're not flashing. They give you the ultimate visibility no matter the lighting condition. So it's a nice safety feature to begin with. Inside there we have the Ford LED or dynamic LED headlights. So some of the best headlights on the Ford range today. Just below the headlights we have LED front fogs, and we can see parking sensors that trail all the way around the front lip of the bumper. This car has a very good driver assistance pack, so that little dulled out bit there is part of the pre-collision assist of part of the driver assistance pack. We're going to quickly make our way around the bumper to the offside front wheel. We can see a glorious 19-inch alloy wheel, and they are fitted with Continental tyres as standard. Just through the alloy there you can see the silver painted brake caliper. Taking a quick view out, we can see VEHCILE badging on both front wings. I'm going to take your attention north once more. That little dome there is a light sensor. The sun goes down, the moon comes up, your lights come on automatically. The automation doesn't stop there, because if you look up further, that one at the front there is for the traffic speed sign recognition software, and the one to the left of it, if you can see it, is for the rain sensing wipers. Further north we have a panoramic glass opening roof, so you can see just how clever this system is, because the roof doesn't go upwards, it actually goes downwards, so it keeps it nice and compact and aerodynamic. You have the complimentary fly catcher. I joke that is to distort the wind that goes into the cabin, so you don't get that horrible loopy windy noise. You know what I'm talking about when you undo a wind on the motorway, you know. So we've got a lovely panoramic glass roof and silver painted roof rails, so if you intend of having a roof rack on there, as the roof sits so low, that's going to be a nice easy thing for you to do. Okay, back down to earth now, and we can look at the driver's door. I'm just going to get the right central locking out of my pocket, lock it up like so. I'm going to take you to half zoom, and I'm going to show you the driver's door card. These 4 lines signify we have keyless entry, and if you don't know what that is, keyless, key in my pocket, I don't need that. As long as it's in close proximity to the vehicle, under a metre, I can tap behind the door handle to unlock the vehicle, and then I can tap on those 4 lines again to then lock the vehicle. It's a very convenient system, again, if you've got maybe a child in one hand, the shopping in your hands, and you need to gain access. This keyless entry features on every single door handle. And whilst we're here, let's talk about mirrors, which are power folding and heated. And as part of the driver assistance pack once more, we have that little icon in the wing mirror, which is blind spot assist. If there was a vehicle in your blind spot on the near side or the off side of the vehicle, that will illuminate orange, telling you it's unsafe to pull in or out. If you indicate on that solid light, it will then start flashing at you, telling you don't pull out. So it's a very lovely safety system. So going on the colourway of the theme of the vehicle, we have gloss black, little bits of trim around, and we have rear privacy glass. It gives that real nice two-tone effect. So the rear privacy glass, you guessed it, trails all the way around the rear of the vehicle. At this moment in time, I'm going to take a step back and just relax for a second whilst I show you just how lovely all of the body panels are. So you see the keyless entry there? I didn't open the door. Within 20 seconds, that will then lock. So it's a very secure system. So as I'm shimmying the camera around the offside of the body, hopefully you can see just how beautiful it all is. So then I'm going to link that round to the offside rear wheel, where we can see another gorgeous 19-inch alloy wheel, and you can see through there we have rear discs on this one as well. So as we're making our way around the rear bumper, we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 parking sensors, rear parking sensors front and rear, complemented beautifully with a high definition reversing camera. And now I am at the near side. Let's give it the exact same treatment as we did before. So we're going to start nice and high, and I'm just going to slowly shimmy the camera down the near side of the vehicle, showing you just how beautiful it is. Look at that. I'm a massive fan of this lucid red. Hello. There we go. That's the near side rear wheel. And then we can continue all the way down to the near side front wheel. Very good look at that. And again, look at these tyres. They're like good as new. They are really, really good condition. And not to repeat myself, but keyless entry on all 4 door handles. Right, you want more spec? I'll give you more specs. We've done the exterior. Key out of my pocket for the 3rd time already. Double click, that opens the power tailgate. To shut it once more, either double click the key once again, or we have a button on the left hand side of the boot sill. So the hybrid battery in these Mondeo hybrids are kept in the boot. So you might notice that very small hump, and that is because the battery's under there. So we still have a very, very large volume boot. Give a shout out to our valeter Matt, who has made this vehicle look like Wimbledon. It's incredible. It's a really lovely vehicle, this one. So underneath this boot liner here, extra storage, and underneath here is the tyre sealant kit and compressor and the easy funnel to keep you going in the right direction whilst you're on your travels. Very nice indeed. In addition, we have a 12-volt socket there as well, so you can do power packs, cool boxes, things like that. We have a built-in tornado cover, so that slides out like so. When you're done with it, watch this, buddy. Ready? Oh, see you later. Goodbye. Nice and convenient. So that's inside the rear boot of this Mondeo. Click on the button, shuts it up once more. So this is about to get quite special because the interior of this VEHCILE is just absolutely stunning. Beginning on the passenger offside rear door card, we have retractable sun blinds. Keep the sun out of your passenger's eyes. And look how sleek they fold away to. So the classic leather VEHCILE leather with the white details all the way around it, and it's defined by some glorious white stitching. 4 electric windows, that gives you an electric window control on every single door card. Spinning the camera around now, we're going to go to the floor again. We've got more Wimbledon lines hoovered into the mats there. In the rear, let's do the seats first. If we look at the seats, we have a lovely perforated leather, so it's going to be very breathable, very comfortable on the longer journeys. You have an ISO fixing point on the offside and on the near side rear. When the kiddies are a bit older and they don't need their ISO fixing seats anymore, they might suffer with a cold bum. We have rear heated seats to keep them nice and warm. Although it's not a USB port, we do have a 12-volt socket down there as well, easily to find a USB adapter and keep all their devices perfectly charged up on those longer journeys. Equally, this is a lovely opportunity to just look up slightly and see how much light the panoramic glass roof lets into the vehicle. It really is a nice feature. So, hold your breath because you're about to do the driver's seat, because this is where it gets interesting. On the driver's door card, all 4 electric window controls, mirror controls, which are obviously manually folding if required, and adjustments take place there. Going upwards, we have a 3-way memory seat, and following that we have the interior locking just next to the door handle. Spinning the camera around, yes, we have mats in the front as well. We can have a look at these glorious front seats. Again, a perforated high quality leather, got the white detailing all the way around, and it's defined by some lovely white stitching as well. These seats are just amazing really. So come down, the first feature to note is they're electrically adjustable, so that is a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 way adjustable with rear lumbar support there as well. Lumbar support, I tell you what, is actually quite special, but I'll tell you about that in just a moment. I'm just going to jump inside the vehicle. You're going to hear a bit of distortion on my microphone, so just bear with me for a minute. Okie dokie. Right, now we're inside the vehicle. Foot on the brake, the engine start stop button goes green. One click of that and it wakes everything up. So to begin with, the right hand side is where you'll find your lighting cluster. So that is where, leave that on A for auto, and you won't have to touch those often at all. You have the dimming switch to the right hand side and fog lights to the left. And just around the corner there is a button for the power tailgate, so you can open it from inside the cabin, cockpit, driver's seat, anything you want to call it. Okay, so looking at the driver display quickly. So we have two sets of arrows on the steering wheel, and the left hand corresponds to the left hand screen and the right hand to the right hand screen. Let's dive in and let's give you a bit of zoom so you can see what we're looking at. So the left hand side is mainly all your vehicle settings, trip computers and other essential information. If I was just to go into, hold on, mileage. The vehicle has done 3,614 miles exactly. I said it was under 4,000, actually quite some. Just over 3,500, sir. Okay, anyway, where was I? Into settings, driver assistance, we have traction control, local hazard information, blind spot assist, cross traffic, cruise control, driver alert, lane keeping system, pre-collision assist, and we have the traffic signs that I was referring to earlier. We have a speed limiter and a tyre monitor. Back to the top, so some very essential driver assistance software on board. Just below it again, the odometer, we have a fuel gauge. I know this vehicle needs some fuel, that's my next job. And we have a bit of the adaptive cruise control featuring to the left hand side of that menu. In the middle we have a conventional analog speed dial, so you've got miles an hour on the outside with kilometers an hour in the middle. Perfect if you're going over to the continent to see our friends driving on the wrong side of the road. At the bottom we have a gear selector indicator, and that is because it's an automatic vehicle. To the right hand side we have a handbrake warning sign, a seatbelt warning sign, and because it's a hybrid vehicle you're going to have a little green vehicle to let you know the high voltage battery is safe and ready to go. The screen above it is referring to your media. So as you can see, we're currently on an audio screen. You can come out of there, you've got a phone, navigation, fuel economy screen on there as well, and back to your entertainment. And just lose the zoom and come out. Automated wipers are found on the right hand side, as it suggests, one click upwards and that will activate your auto function. Left hand side we have the indicator stalker, and we also have the lane keeping system, easily turned on and off by that button there. On the left hand side of the steering wheel is where you'll find the controls for the adaptive cruise control. So it's a fantastic, very ergonomic place to keep it, very easy to adjust your speed, adjust your distance, set your limiter and turn it on and off. If you're not already using cruise control, start using it. It's fantastic for your MPG on those longer runs. If you're sitting on the motorway all day, maintain your speed by keeping a constant RPM range. If you're on and off the throttle, it's going to be a nuisance for your MPG. Anywho, the right hand side is where you'll find media controls, such as a mute button, a voice command, previous, next and pick up and decline phone call, and you also have a volume rocker there as well to easily adjust your volume. Okay, in the interest of time I need to get going a bit really. It's not a movie, I'm not Spielberg, but I'll try my best. We have electronic handbrake. On the brake, push that down, releases the handbrake. To the left hand side we have a parking sensor on and off, an eco drive mode, and this is the forward active park assist. So briefly that will do your parallel park in, parallel park out and a bay park. So if you struggle with your parking, perfect addition to a vehicle. Gear selector indicator there. On the right hand side we also have hill descent control, and the unlock button is at the rear side of the handbrake. Down in the cubby hole there we have two USB-A sockets and a 12 volt socket to the right hand side. They are both media ports, so you can plug your USB-A in to your iPhone or Android phone and take advantage of Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. We have the uprated Sony sound system in this vehicle, and that includes a CD player, no disc. Get in the loft, get your albums out and get your bangers on. We have a CD player, it's back in fashion. So we have lots of input sources. So let's, we'll come back to the heating. This is the Sync 3.4 module, devised between audio. In audio we have things such as AM, FM, DAB, CD and Bluetooth. Again, so lots of inputs, and we can also use Apple CarPlay or Android Auto for your audio as well. If you don't know what that is, it basically mirrors your phone onto the screen here, making it a very hands-free and safe system. Not only that, you can use the apps on your phone, such as your navigation, music, podcasts, audiobooks, anything like that. It's very easily used on the screen. The main point for me though is the voice command. Voice commands on iPhones is Siri, and on Android is Google Assistant. From there you can command your phone to do a whole multitude of things, such as send text messages, make phone calls, set navigation, play music, and most importantly, it keeps your hand off of the wheel. So that's the audio. In climate, we have dual zone air conditioning, so both sides of the cabin can be set to individual temperatures. So if you do suffer with a very cold passenger, you can heat them up whilst keeping yourself nice and cool. If your hands went cold, what you need is a heated steering wheel. We have one of those also. In addition, whilst we're talking about heat and cooling, if you just go south quickly, we do have manual controls for the dual zone climate, and as you see there, we have air conditioning seats and heated seats. So whether you've got a cold bum or a hot bum, you're taken care of. This flow of cool air up your derriere is a fantastic addition. So if you like a bit of that, that's fantastic. Not only are they heated, electrically controlled, memory function, and cooled, they're also massaging seats. So you and your passenger can have a nice massage as you're driving along. So if you do struggle with your bad back, and on those longer journeys you need a little bit of a rub down, hello, I told you the seats are special. Incredible seats, that's so comfortable. Anyway, so we've done your seats, we've done your climate seats, heated, cooled, everything else. We have a fantastic sync navigation on board. I use it all the time in my Focus. I've never had any issues with it. If I click the right button, for example, search bar, wait for the keyboard to load. You want to come to Perkins to look at this Mondeo? I do too. Charlie Mike 776 Sierra Alpha. Click the search bar, it will get your route. Obviously I'm not going to start it because I'm here already, but if you click start, you can have all your navigational directions appear on the right hand screen ahead of you. Very nice touch indeed. Coming out back to the home page very quickly, if you go on settings, this is where you'll find audio adjustment for your additional settings. In vehicle, again, you have more settings, and we also have your ambient lighting. So when it gets dark, we have a whole multitude of different colours. You can set your ambient light setting, currently on red. Okay, so in the interest of time, I think I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you found it useful. I'm sorry it seems so rushed, but we had an awful lot to cover today. So thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Subscribe, like, and if you need anything, 01376 550 899. Goodbye for now.